Hello everyone, Musto0063 back, and this is stage 6 of I Want to Kill the Kamilia 2. And this is a GR room that I praised as being not all that bad in the original game. If you will remember, if you've seen my Let's Play or you've played the game, that this screen is indeed in the original, when I indeed said it wasn't too bad. The reason I said it wasn't too bad is because there were 14 saves on the screen. Now, unless I can't count, there are only 6, and one of them is the very first one. So, although one of them would have been the very first one before on the original anyway, so that argument's a bit pointless anyway. But yeah, there were 14, there are now just 6. That means you have to get through an awful lot more of the stage before you get to the next save. And whereas before I did indeed say that although, well, the fact that there were so many saves didn't negate the fact that some of these jumping manoeuvres are a pain in the neck. But that's okay when you only have to make maybe 1, possibly 2, before getting to the next save. If you now have to pull off 5 or 6 in order to get to the next save, that's when things start to get just that little bit more difficult. So, I know for a fact, well, obviously I know for a fact because I've got to the final boss before anyway, but even when I came to this on a first playthrough, I obviously knew that I could beat this screen, because I had indeed cleared everything that this screen could throw at me before. It's just now trying to put it all together in one go, and obviously traversing to the next save with a lot more jumps to pull off. And yeah, I wouldn't say any of these jumps are particularly easy. As you can see at the moment, I can't even really get to the third one all that much. Funnily enough, when I can pull off the third one, the rest, which I have done once so far, when I can pull that off, the rest of the way getting to the next save really shouldn't be all that bad, but I'm sure it will be. But god damn. But yeah, this is going to be, as I said, there's no way I'm going to be able to upload anything on this without cutting. It's way too difficult. If it takes me less than an hour, in all honesty, to beat all but maybe one of the screens, then the screen after this, funnily enough, is probably the most lenient and dare I say fun bugger of stage 6. But that one aside, yeah, if I'm clearing any of them in under an hour, yes, then that's a flipping miracle, frankly. Let's save this so I'm a bit, yeah, maybe not quite so much on the edge. But yeah, first save got to. It didn't take all that long, did it? Maybe only about 3 minutes, but still. That was only 1/6 of the screen. This is where the deaths are really, really going to start to rack up, if they weren't already. Just notice that we've hit 2,500. This jump here, which I keep messing up on, so the first jump, oh, for God's sake, the first jump there is not all that bad. It's the second one here that's driving me around already after about half a minute, driving me around the bend because I'm losing my double jump. And again, what you kind of have to do, and I think I probably described this jump, or how you get past it on the original Let's Play. I have not got that once yet, so far. I've not got my jump there once. Is you have to jump up into that little, and if I can get back up there, I'll try and explain. Yeah, jump. Come on, jump up. Nope, still couldn't get it. Still can't do it. Still losing my jump almost every single time. Nope. But anyway, you get, since I'm obviously messing up spectacularly, you get the point. You have to have a double jump, and you have to kind of jump and loop under the nearest upward-facing spike. For God's sake, every damn time I'm losing my jump here. I can't be that close to the flipping edge of the thing every time, can I? Of course, that time when I get my jump, I'm so unexpected to get it that I don't plan ahead and yeah, plan for the next bit. God damn. No, we don't go. There we don't go. Nope. The frequency at which I am not getting my jump right there, in terms of losing double jump, is getting on my nerves. But what else is there to say about this stage as a whole? Yay! Yay! That I probably haven't already said. Probably not much. This, I say, every screen is nasty. Every screen is just filled, say, apart from maybe this next one coming up, every screen is just filled with irritating jump after irritating jump. Often that you have to pull off, you know, not just one, but multiple irritating jumps in one go, and it just drags on way, way too long for a Let's Play anyway. You're probably going to hear a lot of pained anguish at certain points as well when I get like really close to beating a certain portion of a screen and then messing up. Damn. Although actually, I'll say I've got to admit, this screen, bizarrely, is still not all that bad, despite the fact that we've got fewer than half the saves that we did on the original. I still don't think the difficulty's quite ramped up to what some of the other screens are in this stage quite yet. So, how long has it taken me to get to the? I don't know, maybe somewhere approaching 7 minutes-ish. But to get to the, to get to the fourth save. But I suppose it really is the third one to get to in the screen. But that's about halfway, and for 7 minutes worth, I'd gladly bite your hand off if you offered me that at the start to get to where I am after 7 minutes. So it would be very good if I could get through this entire screen without having to cut. Come on, one screen in stage 6 I don't have to do any cutting on. That would be brilliant. Although I have a feeling it will probably be the next one. Well, actually, funnily enough, if you don't know what's coming anyway, then it might be slightly bizarre to say that actually the next screen is probably the one, if anything, that might be worth cutting more than anyone else, because it will be very, very hard for you to see what's actually going on in the screen. That sounds really weird, but when I get there, I'll obviously explain what's going on. And you'll obviously, in fact, be able to see. Well, not very much, actually, but you'll be able to see what I'm talking about right now. The second jump here, I've got to admit, is probably the most difficult one in getting to the next save, I think, anyway. So the first jump, well, you're going to screw up again and again. Again, it's the first one, so it doesn't really annoy me all that much. But, yeah, the second one is, I'd say, probably the most irritating one. Because, well, you can obviously see it's a bit of a loop around, but you've got to be careful not to walk into the rightwards the spike on the right where you set off. You've got to be careful not to hit your head on, well, that one as well, although that really wasn't the one I was about to mention. That one. There's a spike that you've got to double jump over. Yeah, this second jump here is nasty. Me no likey. I can't actually remember where the. I think there must have been a save after making this jump on the original. I honestly can't remember, but that would seem about right, to be honest. I don't think they'd make you do the next jump, which is still irritating, don't get me wrong, and I haven't got past that yet, but I don't believe that the original made you do so much in quick succession. Right, last bit. Oh, no! Well, I didn't expect to get back there so quickly. Damn! Yep, don't get me wrong, the last little manoeuvre you have to pull off is a pain as well. Ah! Even more annoying when you don't get the jump that you wanted. I could handle hitting the bottom spike, or even the second to bottom spike, if I actually get the jump. But to land all the way down before having been able to jump, that irritates me more. Well, that was 3 times in reasonably quick succession that I got to it. or got to the final jump. So I'm at least pleased that I'm getting there a little bit more regularly than I had at the start. Come on, stop messing up on this first one. Bugger! Shouldn't be messing up on that one at all. The ceiling, by the way, does come into play here, so the third jump that you have to pull off is not necessarily straightforward, because you have to not jump so high that you get caught on the ceiling, and that will obviously, a bit like the ceiling anywhere else on the level, will cause you to drop down just that little bit quicker, and you need all the distance you can get in order to clear that leftward facing spike. Stop messing up so much on the first jump. Come on. Here. Well, I would have demonstrated, but I think you get the point of what I was trying to say there anyway. Just watch out for the ceiling. Come on. I did so well to get that last jump 3 goes in a, well, not in a row, but it might have even been 2 in a row. It was 3 in very quick succession, and I say it might even have been 2 in a row, or 2 very, very, like the one to go after or something, or a couple of failures and then the successful go. But yeah, I've not even. And actually, that's a lie. I did mess up on that one, didn't I? And again, brilliant. That's the easiest of the 5 jumps you have to pull off. So, messing up on that one really does irritate me. See, I hit my head on the ceiling there and didn't go far enough. As a consequence, wasn't able to go far enough to the right. Yeah, this kind of gives you a flavour, this first 10 minutes or so, or however long it's been. Kind of gives you a flavour for what essentially what the whole of Stage 6 is like. And yeah, it's worse than this. This is one of the nicer screens in rooms in Stage 6. Oh, come on! 3 in a row and messing up on that jump, really? Shouldn't be messing up on it at all. Right. About 9 minutes that took in total. I had to resort to cutting there because, well, I was hoping that I could have got away with not doing it, but I was just failing way too much there. So yeah. Right. Moving on. If you can kind of position yourself nicely on when you save here, as I hopefully have kind of done here, I can make this first jump just that little bit more bearable. It's a bit of a pain with one of those kind of offset jumps, but as I say, if I can get myself dead in the right position, having just saved, that I can kind of get through more often. Well, maybe not even more often than not, but still a good chunk of the time. Then that will certainly be a help. So yes, yes. Damn it! So close, so close. Actually, I think, in all honesty, this one again is probably not all that bad. It's this jump that I'm trying here that's, I think, the most annoying part of getting to the next save. That last little jump as well, I was manically trying to shoot as well, because what you can actually do is, well, you can kind of get away with not even actually making that jump in its entirety. But if you kind of, because I'm worried about hitting my heads on the spikes. Above the ledge where the save is. But if I can shoot the save, then I don't have to worry about that, because I can, well, yeah, obviously shoot the save and hopefully get. I won't be down sufficiently low when I die on the spikes below that I'm screwed. So I can just kind of continue on the next point in time, mid jump, and then worry about making the drop onto the ledge. because I'm always nervous or ridiculously paranoid about hitting my head on the spike. So I will almost automatically do a slightly shorter or lower jump than I would ordinarily need to do to land on the ledge. But yeah, if you shoot at the same time, you can get away with it. I say I was so close, and this jump there is really, really annoying. You've obviously there's no way you can get through this bit without having to use a double jump. So, whoops. You've got to do the rest all without the jump. And it's intricate, it's narrow, there's not a lot of space to manoeuvre in. And it's annoying me. Come on now. Don't be not getting in there, that's just stupid. The problem with that jump as well is it's such a kind of a low percentage jump that almost making it through is a bit of a surprise. So you then have to kind of react to having got through. Not that, quite frankly, I shouldn't be doing that anyway, because if I do mess up, it's not like I can really save myself by doing anything differently. So I should always plan, you know, that I'm going to get through regardless. But for some reason, that just never quite seems to be the case. A bit like that. Now let's hope I'm sufficiently high enough that I can muck around now, getting this jump. There we go. Right, last bit of the screen, and it's quite annoying, unfortunately, that the little indicator of what the screen is a little bit in the way. It does go transparent when you well, not transparent. That's a bit not quite the right word. Translucent when you pass through it, but yeah, it's somewhat in the way. But I'm certainly not hanging around waiting every single go for the damn thing to get out of the way. That was pretty good. Come on, please don't mess up. And again, there's a little bit of a kind of a pixel aligning kind of game going on here. No! Oh, god damn it! You wouldn't believe how little I'm feathering the button right now in terms of trying to get on the edge of this. God damn it! I can't get the double jump on this final jump! Flip! I don't know how many chances I had on that either. God damn! Talk about wasting your opportunities. Could not get the damn double jump on that final bit at all. And yeah, this first jump is probably, in all honesty, one of the most annoying bits of that of this little final layer. It's because the game indication thing is in the way, and god damn it, man! And the jump in itself actually is a pain in the neck. It would be a pain in the neck without the thing in the way, but just the way trying to land in this little crevice thing here in between a leftward facing spike and a rightward facing spike is it's a bloody pain. I'm not going to lie. So is jumping into that spike when you pull off the jump. Well, I should have just been over and done with by now. I think in total I must have had about at least 5 attempts at that final jump now, and messed up every single one. Oh, come on! No. The thing about this jump as well is I pretty much know as soon as I've hit the second jump whether or not I'm going to make it. I actually didn't think I was going to make that one, would you believe? But the fall down the shaft area is not straightforward, but I'm a little disappointed that I've now died on the bottom spike twice. It's not an awful lot of a different final jump to how on the I want to be the Phantom screen, I don't think, and that not that screen in itself not annoying, or indeed that jump. But hopefully you understand, you get the reference to what I'm trying to hark back to. But yeah, every death now, and I've got to admit, is annoying me all the more. Why am I saved so far over? Can I not, I'm having to loop around every time I set off for the jump. That's a bit better. Come on now. God damn. I don't know whether I don't know whether pixel aligning is actually necessary for that bit there, because I feel like I should just be able to feather the button and stand on the right hand edge. But having now kind of hit myself against that right block, I don't know whether I'm screwing myself over or not. It feels like I have actually been the last couple of times, but yeah, I really don't know if that is the case or not. I'm going to reset again. I'm so nervous. It's so hard to just feather the button. Not again! God, bloody hell! It's a normal double jump. No different to a normal, cliff jump. It's a normal cliff double jump. I don't expect to mess up that often on it. Come on now. No, I think I've screwed myself. From experience now, I honestly think there's something about pixel aligning here, because I don't think that if I've touched the very edge of this block here, or ran into it, that I can actually stand on the block again, or stand on the edge of this block. It seems to be, yes, screw me over far too much. That was about 30 minutes to clear that entire screen, which isn't all that bad, to be honest. I'll be back and explain the gimmick of this screen after our little pause. Right, back again, and I'm going to reset this because it gives me a better chance at the beginning, or gets me further along, well, ideally anyway. But I want to be the Dot Kid, and apologies if you can't see where I'm currently positioned on the screen. That's unfortunately not a lot I can really do about that. But basically, I am a tiny red dot, and I've got to traverse through the level, which obviously you can see the gimmick is just a bunch of falling fruit. But yeah, I would advise, if you want to try and follow where I am on the screen, to kind of pick me up from the very beginning of the screen. Because if you can kind of follow me through there, then you might just get an idea of where I am. But once you've kind of lost the position of the dot, then it sort of becomes very hard to see where I'll be. In fact, it's very hard for me to see where I'll be. If I now looked away from the screen, came back to this in about an hour's time, and I had no idea, couldn't remember where I was, I'd be struggling for about 5 minutes trying to find myself. And you can obviously see where I'm at when I'm dying, because you can obviously see the blood exploding at that point in time. And at the moment, there's one particular area that I seem to be dying quite a lot on. I'm just up halfway now on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. Sorry, of course, I'm not anywhere near the bloody left-hand side yet. I'm now on the just before the spike on the second highest ledge. I won't kind of keep a running track of where I am all the way through, but I'm now on the top ledge. It's not this jump that's they pull the... Oh, bugger! It wasn't that jump that they pull the dick move on you, but when I get there, I'll point that out. That was such a stupid death. But yeah, generally, actually, I quite like this level, funnily enough. For everything that's in stage 6, this is somewhat fun. You do feel like, you know, if you die, it really is your kind of fault, as opposed to, you know, having to just pull off some absolutely ridiculous jump over and over and over again. So, yeah, I don't really have a problem with this screen. Not necessarily in terms of difficulty, I'm not going to say that. Although I do believe it is by far the easiest of the stage. But yeah, I can't really get too irritated about this screen. Particularly given the rest of what's happening in this stage. But obviously the idea is you've got to try and manoeuvre your way through while avoiding all the fallen fruit, which is easier said than done, and I am messing up almost every single time on that jump there, which at the moment, for whatever reason, I just cannot seem to quite time correctly. And it's puzzling me, because I can't at the moment quite see an alternate timing to get through that. I've obviously got through it once, but whether that was luck or not, I don't know. Or perhaps I should have been paying attention to how I did it that go. But, oh, there we go. To be honest, I really shouldn't be messing up now until I get to the point where they pull the dick move on me. But, of course, I'm going to. And yeah, apologies, there's probably not much I can really say about this screen in general. It's just very hard for you to obviously see what's going on, so you might just well be looking at a you know, a screen where you've got no idea where I'm positioned up until the point where I die. But I might as well maybe talk about the oh, thank God. Oh, well, I might save it now since I pulled off the jump I was talking about being irritating. I might save it now until I get up there. Hopefully. Yep, I'm on the top ledge now. And we're there. Right. There you go. Don't just jump the way you've been jumping normally. That will get you. So come on, one more jump. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and jump and then double jump through. But I'm going to kind of keep doing it just so I can get the kind of the timing down for when I want to do it. And screw up while trying to do it. But obviously, yeah, on that top ledge, you can't just clear the spike. For God's sake, this jump is really... The screen's not, but that one jump is really irritating me because I just cannot get the hang of it. But yeah, right at the top, you can just kind of like just small jump over much of the spikes and you'll be fine, but not that final one. So from here onwards, really, you can just kind of yeah, do a kind of tiny jump over it. But that one with a block in the way, obviously you can't do that. I'm a bit close to the spike here, so let me just backtrack. Not that you'll be able to really probably seen that. I probably find that, in all honesty, maybe the most tricky jump of the whole thing, because you do have to get just so close to the ceiling, and of course with the fruit coming down from the ceiling, it's a pain in the arse to time. That jump that's kind of the last one to get up to the top ledge, what you can kind of do for that one is go all the way to the kind of the right hand edge of the wall and kind of work your way up, or at least that's what I like to try and do, because it's a bit hard to dodge with that spike on the floor. I can't just kind of just about get under the block and then time it. So, God's sakes. Right, if I'm trying to describe it here, maybe. So here, I'm not kind of going anywhere near the right-hand wall. I'm kind of going in between the block and the fruit and kind of going up the side of it. But yeah, the top bit, I can't really do that with the spike on the floor. It's kind of preventing me from doing that. So I do have to kind of arc right the way round to the right and then back. A bit like that, if you saw any of that. Right, can we get this right? Yes! Yes! So I don't know whether you can see me, but I'm obviously now jumping over the top of the save. So if you can see a red dot kind of flying around, if not, then hopefully you can just see obviously that the save is activated. So yeah, I've made it to the first the save. which makes me very happy. Now we just have to get down to the other side, and obviously this time the fruit's kind of working in our opposite direction to, or in fact the same direction to obviously the direction we're trying to travel now, which makes it perhaps slightly, I don't know whether it makes it slightly more or less awkward, to be honest. I haven't really really formed an opinion about it one way or the other. In general, I guess I probably find the way up more difficult than the way down, but some of the jumps are different anyway, so it's a bit maybe unfair to try and draw any comparisons because the jumps are not the same, or the types of jumps you're having to pull off are not quite the same. I'm almost there. I'm one away, by the way. That should be it. Why am I not, or am I too low? That second half wasn't too bad at all. This screen, I want to be the Crimson, can go to hell. This is the screen, the infamous screen, that took me 4.5 hours to clear. Why, you might think? There doesn't look to be anything here that's all that bad. Well, you're right so far. But when we get to it, I'll obviously point out, well, yeah, when we get to it, you'll obviously see what all the fuss is about. Now, I agree. Getting up to about maybe this point isn't so bad. So this is fine. This is a bastard of a jump that I really hate, but that's not the real irritants of this stage. This is. That damn spike there that goes across the left-hand side of the screen, meaning you have to clear the damn screen twice. And the second time, there are triggers all over the place. That's an irritating jump to have messed up on, believe me. But yeah, while the first go through is not so bad, there aren't really any triggers flying around or whatever. When you go through the screen the second time, oh, there are, and they are bloody annoying. There's probably not a single jump on here that I would call a dead certainty, other than the one, funnily enough, I just died on having got through on my second go. Every other single one is littered with potential problem, either a low ceiling or you needing to really make a tight jump or whatever. This one, I say that one, I particularly hate. I particularly hate having to do it twice. But yeah, I mean things like this jump. I never find that a dead certainty. I never find this jump a dead certainty. Although I seem to generally find it okay the first go through, but I have huge problems from what I remember on always the second go through, messing up on that jump. If I could do it the first time, I don't know why I continually messed up on the second time. But oh well, that seems to be the way it goes. I don't want to jinx things here, but I'm getting to the second point quite often at the moment, which is pleasing me enormously. Right, don't mess this jump up, please. Right, fine. So that was one trigger. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. That block now becomes a cherry. Don't bugger up on the timing puzzle. Bugger. You might have thought I was quite a way through there, and, well, I was, but there's still crap to come. Including this jump here that I'm about to do, or try again, for a second time. Yeah, I've got to admit, now obviously knowing... Whoops, I need to pay attention to make sure that I remember that there are triggers. Now that I know, obviously, where all the triggers are and everything, I'd be absolutely devastated if this took 4.5 hours. But I still hate this screen so bloody much. I hate that jump as well. And I don't think I can really level too much blame at the creator of I Want to Be the Crimson either, because the caution sign that you're obviously seeing at the beginning means that this screen is changed up. I don't know how much it's changed up, because I've never played I Want to Be the Crimson, but surely it wasn't this evil the first in its original game. Surely it's not. Is this the easier version? I dread to think. Wow. Just wow. Anyway, I can maybe calm down a little bit. I've said my rant, I've said my piece about this screen, which I hate. It is, other than the final part of Stage 6, my most, well, certainly on the first one, the most hated screen without a shadow of a doubt. I'm, yeah, not expecting it to be quite so bad this time, but it's still bloody irritating. None of these jumps are dead certainties. And believe me, despite the apparent ease, I've got to admit, let's blow my trumpet a little bit, despite the somewhat apparent ease I seem to be showing off in getting through the screen the first time, once through is bad enough. Granted, I wouldn't call it quite, oh sugar! Granted, once through this stage wouldn't quite qualify as a Stage 6 screen, but yeah. Here we go again. Yeah, that jump I just made, I seem to say, it seems to just mess up so much on the first go through. The second time around rather than the first. Right. Yes, but don't celebrate. And oh my god, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I hate that screen so much. I cannot believe it. Wow, a million times over. I cannot believe I just cleared that with such ease. Oh my god. I'm going to call that a video. I'm going to end on a fantastically, wonderfully celebratory note. And yeah, I'm going to call that a video. The bloody I Want to Be the Crimson stage is over and done with. Hallelujah. Yeah, I will pick up Stage 6 next time. Cheerio.